So look, I'm gonna kind of combine day 3 and 4 because day 3, I'm just gonna strictly talk about the dune buggy ride. So we went and the dune buggy place was beautiful. Like we had to catch a bus there, and driving there, you just get to see some of the city, and we're tourists there are like celebrities to people. The kids are waving, people waving at us and stuff like that. And as I'm riding, I'm just looking around and I'm like, man, this is a beautiful place, but you could tell there's just so much poverty there. So we're driving, and by the way, their driving is, they don't even stop. It's like they don't have no, like, they just go. They don't press the brakes or nothing. So the whole time we're driving, I'm thinking we're about to get ran over, but the driver's just relaxed. And I see like a bus about to run us over, and he's just sitting there like, I'm like, I guess that's just how they drive. So long story short, we get to the dune buggy place, and I remember, it's getting off, and I remember as I walked into this building, to get our gear for the dune buggy ride, there was this lady to the left of me. She was beautiful. I seen her staring at me a little bit, and some guy was by her, and they said something to each other or something, and he came up to me, and he was like, "Hey, she thinks you're pretty, man. She thinks you're beautiful, beautiful guy." And I'm like, "Thank you." And I looked over at her. She kind of smiled. She was kind of shy, kind of like timid, and it was just kind of weird. It's almost like he was throwing her onto me, and it dawned on me, this is probably her pimp or something, because that's what they do. Tourists come there, their pimps try to push their ladies on these tourists to get this American money. So at that point, I'm like, dang, he's probably like trying to force her onto me. But once he realized like I wasn't here for that, he kind of like, eased off of me or whatever. He was just like, So we're waiting to, and this is day 3, y'all. So we're waiting to ride the dune buggies, and then all of a sudden this guy came up to me because I had took my slippers off, and he asked me, could he have my slippers? So I was like, take them, you know? He was like, thank you so much. Thank you, thank you. Gave him my slippers. And I'm just like, yo, this is wild. But I gave it to him. Slippers didn't cost me that much. I'm like, here, you know what? It's a gift from me to you. Take it. So after all that, we get on the dune buggies, and it was live. It was beautiful, man. You're driving through, I guess you could say, villages, and we're just driving, and you could see the kids. You could just see how they live. And some people, it just looked like they were living in a shack. But these kids were just so happy outside playing in the water and stuff like that. And they were just very thankful with life, the simplest things in life. As long as they have food, water, shelter, clothes, they were okay. They were completely okay. So we're driving, we stop at little different shops and stuff. It was really cool. And after you stop at all the little shops and drive around, you go to this beach. Now, when they dropped us off at this beach, that's the part I didn't like. Soon as we got there, these people just came out of nowhere, swarming us, trying to sell stuff. It's like you couldn't even enjoy the scenery because, good morning, it's my son. Like you couldn't even enjoy the scenery because like people were just begging the whole time. Like you were looking at, so yeah, man. It's like you can't even enjoy nothing. They just keep coming up to you. At this point, I was ready to leave from the beach. I'm like, okay, I can't even enjoy myself. Like these people will not leave me alone. Mind you, we bought stuff at almost every single stop. And it got to the point, it got overwhelming because it's like, okay, damn, we spent like $200. Y'all just keep coming up to us. So we like, all right, we're done. So actually we leave. We get back to the buggy place. We tell the guys, thank you so much. We give them tips and stuff. We leave. Now, at this point, we leave. That night, we didn't really do much. We just kind of chilled. Now, day 4, I'm going into day 4. Day 4, we woke up. I don't even think I ate breakfast that day. Same thing. I just kind of woke up, chugged some water, and then I went out, went out there, chilled, had some drinks. You know what I'm saying? We was kind of chill, man. We've been drinking since we got there, so we were kind of tired. So we didn't really do much. Now, this is day 4. I'm going to go straight to the strip club. So we get showered up, we get fresh and all that. So we like, now at this point, we already exchanged our money for the US dollars. Now, I had about 200 ones on me, and my friends, they had their money on them. So mind you, we was there the day before, but we just walked in, walked out. The girls were just thirsty for us. So what we end up doing, called the taxi. By this time, we're already kind of familiar with how to get there. Um, Actually, let me backtrack. Before we went to the strip club, we went to this place called Drink Point. We partied there for a little bit. We met some friends, so we partied there. We turning up. I mean, I ain't gonna lie, it was fun. We turning up. So after we leave that spot, we go to this casino, and it has a club in there called the Lounge or something. We went there. Drinks were cheap. We turning up with our friends, turning up, turning up, turning up. So after that, we like, all right, it's time to go to strip club. We called a taxi. Taxi get us, and we go. Same thing. It's just dark. We don't know where we at. We just on some dark road. So we get there to the place. The gate, same thing, opens up. We get in. It was go time. We walked in. Women just swarming us like, ooh, you know what I'm saying? Like, oh, look at these American men. Da, da, da. So they just on us. We get in there. We chilling a little bit. I said, all right, let me get a drink before we start the show. I ordered some tequila, but dude gave me Patron. It was like $70 for 4 shots. I was pissed off. Me and him kind of had a little argument. We had a little argument, and he was trying to explain to me like, he thought that's what I wanted. But by that time, he already swiped my card. So I was like, you know what? Fine. Whatever. I just took the L. So we down that shot of tequila. And then it was go time. I got me a dance. And the ladies were very, very, they were trying to get their money's worth. And what I noticed when you go to these strip clubs, they're trying to get you to pay for sex. Because a lady a couple times asked me, she said, fuck, fuck, fuck. I'm like, no, just dancing, not here for that. And actually, the women are shocked when you tell them that, because that's what most men go there for. So they're shocked when you're like, no, So we're dancing, and I'm not making this up. Now, at this point, I am drunk. So this lady's dancing on me. She had these big boobs, big booty. I kid you not. She like pulled her panty to the side, and she like swiped her vagina and slapped me on my beard. That pissed me off. But I was so drunk, it's like I was mad in my head, but I just kind of sat there like, what the hell just happened? Literally. I cannot make this up. She dancing. I'm done with her. And there was this little skinny chick. And I don't know. I was like, you know what? I'm going to talk and chill with her. She just seemed like out of all the ones there, she just seemed more genuine, more, I don't know. All these women were just aggressive. She wasn't that aggressive. So I got her. I danced with her and stuff like that. And we actually kind of started talking. Like, not like that, but I'm saying like having a conversation. She was a pretty cool person. I asked her why she do it. She said for the money. But it seemed like she really didn't want to do it. It's like in her country, there's not a lot of opportunities. So that's what she do to make money or whatever. And I told her that I'm not trying to have sex with you. She said she understand. But she thought I wanted to. But I said, no, we could just talk. I don't want to do that. She's like, okay. You could tell she was kind of shocked, like, what, a man denying sex? I'm like, yeah, I don't want that. So I'm talking to her. We having a good time. I mean, you had some locals sitting there. They weren't throwing no money. They were just kind of watching us have fun, They're just watching us have fun. They were just watching us basically steal the show. There's women everywhere. It's like after one woman, I get another one. After one woman, I get another one. Because, I mean, we're the only ones there with money, really. So we're just having fun with all these beautiful women. Not going to just having fun with them, getting dances, everything. Ooh, ooh, bah, 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 bah. It was just all fun. No sex involved, just dancing and fun. So I go to the bathroom. And as I go to the bathroom, remember I told you part of the bath is detached from the actual strip club. So I get back there, and there's this beautiful woman in the back. It was weird. She was just back there. It's like she was just waiting for men who were coming to use the bathroom, or waiting for men to come out there to, give them their sexual favors or whatever they wanted. So I going back there, and she's like, come here, Poppy, come here, Poppy. And it's like dark. She's like, come here, come here, come here. Now, mind you, she's gorgeous, but I said, no. And she was just like, and she did like this and walked off. And then the guys that were in the back sitting there, one of them said, oh, he has no money or something. We kind of had a little confrontation. I was drunk. I showed them my water money. I was like, who don't got money? And they kind of just looked at me like, you know, they didn't say nothing. I guess they was like, okay. That was weird. But anyways, I went back inside, turned up. We turning up. And it was fun, not gonna lie. It just made you realize that, like, these women really don't want to do this. They just don't have a lot of opportunities. So that's what they turn to get money. And a lot of them, they're trying to get out of there. So they're trying to save up as much money and get away. And it just made me realize, man, these women do get taken advantage of, because these guys come with money and the guys know they need the money. So they have these women do all kind of things for this money. And I think the girls at the place appreciated me because I really wasn't there for that. Like, I'd give them the little money to dance, but I'll just have conversations. I'll be nice to them, but I wasn't really there to use them because, believe it or not, it may seem like these women want to do these things, but they're only doing that because that's all they know. You may think they want to have sex because they're all grabbing on you. It's all an act. They don't really want to do that. They think that's what they have to do, So that was a cool experience. We end up leaving. We get back to the place, man. I was out of it. We got back. We still, we hung out with some of the people on the resort. We drank a little bit. And I went to bed around like 3 or 4. Sum it up, it was a great experience. I'll never forget that experience. Like, beautiful experience, man. Taught me a lot, showed me a lot, made me realize a lot. And I view life a little differently now. I do. But hope you enjoy it.